Hello. So we're on the tail end of a full moon. This full moon's been pretty enjoyable. I mean, obviously it's gonna be different for everybody. Um, if you're having an intense full moon, just keep breathing. As always with every transit, just keep breathing. Something that is really awesome is Mercury just went into Sagittarius. We've been dancing around with Mercury Scorpio, I think since sometime in October. I want to say mid-October, something like that. And then it went retrograde, and it went back into Libra, and then maybe I think even like since the beginning of October. Anyways, we're now moving forward. Scorpio is wonderful as always. As I always say, there's no such thing as a good or a bad energy. It's all just different. But it's nice that we're moving forward now. Okay, cool. We've worked through the Mercury Scorpio. We've gone through some deep transformation. Some of it was pretty challenging. Uh, Trying to understand ourselves, our minds, how to communicate what we feel, what we need, to understand consciously what we feel, what we need. And now we're moving forward. We got the Sagittarius energy with Mercury. There's so much good stuff. Where to begin? I think that, along with the Sun and Sag, this is bringing a lot of positivity, a lot of optimism, a lot of excitement, a lot of good ego energy. Fire energy is ego. Ego is not bad. It's the same as being in tune with our inner child. And so we can be in tune with our inner child and have fun in life and play and never lose the meaning of laughter and enjoyment and just pure bliss and pure joy and pure self-expression, enjoying being a part of God. As I always like to say, being a drop in the infinite ocean of God. And being a unique drop. That's a wonderful thing. Being able to express that fire within us that we all have that is completely unique. Even if somebody has the exact same energies as us, we all have that unique fire in our own particular way. And so this is what's available to us. This is what we got to work with for probably the next 3 weeks, something like that. Especially the next 2 weeks with Mercury and Sun and Sag, but I think another week after that. So express yourself, learn. That's actually a big thing. Learn just in general. Sagittarius energy is curious. It wants to know more. It wants to be able to go towards the horizon and explore. And especially with Mercury Sag, this energy is giving all of us a curiosity, an adventurous spirit, a sense of let's learn, let's explore, let's expand, let's grow. So this is a really beautiful thing. We'll talk about more of this as time goes on. There's plenty of other benefits, but I think that's kind of the main one. I think what comes to mind is we also have Mars in Aries, and like we've talked about before, that also has had a retrograde period in the last couple months. And that fire energy is feeding this. So this is a beautiful time to dream up plans for the future, to put plans into action even more so. We've been talking about that a lot, especially since Mars went direct November 13th. Is now it's time to, whatever was delayed or blocked or difficult throughout September and October. No, wait, hold on. Yeah, September and October. And for the first half of November, now it's time with Mars direct, and especially with all this Sag burst of exuberant energy, to start getting stuff done. I mean, we've been on that path of getting stuff done, but especially with all this fire energy, now it's like, cool, now we can really move forward, as well as set plans for the future after that. So this is all very exciting. We have a major, huge transit. For those who go out at night, you can see, I mean, I guess it depends on where you are in the world, of course, but I've been seeing Jupiter and Saturn each night, and it's so cool to see that conjunction, and it's moving forward into Aquarius. It's been in Cap for all of this year. We've been talking about this a lot. We'll talk about this more when we're getting closer to this event. But this is such a wonderful thing to look forward to. Again, the Jupiter and Saturn and Cap transits have been wonderful. Saturn's been going on for like 2.5 years. They're wonderful, but at a certain point, it's just part of the journey where you got to go to the next step, the next chapter. So we have this beautiful new chapter emerging in front of us of possibilities, of intellectual expansion of individualism, connecting as humanity. There's so much big stuff here. I really can't overstate it. So we'll talk about this more when we get closer. We're still kind of in the near future of the next 2 to 3 weeks, but it's December. I think it's December 17th and 18th, or the 18th and 19th. It's one of those pairs of dates, but that's when Jupiter and Saturn move forward. So there's so much cool shit happening and so much good shit to look forward to. Just stay optimistic, keep moving forward. Oh, okay. The one thing I was gonna say about the Sag energy, especially with all this Aries, is it's essential to be patient still. I mean, always. But especially with all this fire energy, be patient. I think it's really important to be able to listen. That's a bit of a challenge for Mercury and Sag, and fire energy to an extent in general. Again, nothing to be self-conscious of. Earth, water, fire, or air, they all have their challenges too. And there's so much blessing, so much good stuff coming with this. But just keep your ego calm. Listen, don't become self-righteous. This is over the next 3 weeks or so. Just stay open. If you stay open, if you keep humor involved, that's the beautiful thing about Sag energy. If you keep laughing, then you'll be able to keep things in perspective. Whether you're laughing at yourself or just the shit that you're going through in life, or other people being silly and full of their ego or whatever, then you'll have a great time. As always, I'm doing readings. Feel free to get in contact with me. And I hope you have a really wonderful Sag and Mercury Sag transit. Peace.